This is a miracle. I got the activist in the house, Annabelle, and we have started. And I understand you were at a Hello Kitty club last night.
I was at a Hello Kitty rave last night.
And you hated it. It was terrible. And
the music was no good.
You got to get your music right. It's got to go a little something like this. You got to get a real cat to do the job. Yeah. So, Annabelle, I've known you since infant vegan. I've known you since you were very, very small.
Yeah, I think I was like 19 years old.
How old are you now?
I am 26.
Holy shit. No, it's not that long.
I'm about to be 27, actually.
Okay, maybe it is that long, because I have been vegan for 8 years. Activist, 7 years. That is something we could applaud with my stupid crowd. Never mind. Yeah, you clap, and then I'll look for the crowd. Never mind. So, 8 years vegan, 7 years active. How long have you been vegan? How long have you been active? Talk to me.
I've been vegan 11 years. Oh, there I am. Oh my gosh.
Where? Oh, you're in that little corner up there. Show the screen here.
How cute.
The slideshow moved already, guys, but it'll come back around. I've been meaning to ask you about pig vigils in particular. Have you ever been to a pig vigil? There you are again.
Yes, I've been to a pig vigil. Oh my gosh. Okay. All these throwback photos.
Right.
Active since 2020, I think.
Right. So let's start from the top, because I'm jumping ahead, way ahead here. I want to talk about when we first met, if we can talk about that. We met, do you remember?
I do. We met at Nice Burger, where I was working in Costa Mesa.
Back then when it was called what?
Nice Guys.
Nice Guys. Here it is. Here's a funny photo of us. Back in time, if we can go back in time. Let's warp back into time, shall we?
Wow. I look like such a baby.
Right. You were a baby. You still are a baby, in my opinion, but you have grown and you have become very much so one of the top activists in Los Angeles, in my opinion. But yeah, when we go back in time and we daydream a little bit, let's go back into these memories. What do you remember about this time? What was your attitude towards veganism? Because I was always telling you, yo, let me get a burger. Let me get a plant-based burger, and let me get some fries with that, and you should come to the vigil. You should come to the cube. You should come to the all sorts of things. And what did you say? What was your response?
I remember you invited me to the chicken vigil.
Uh-huh.
It was after work. It was around when Regan Russell was killed, I think, or an anniversary, one or the other. I think when she was killed.
Terrible, yeah. Rest in peace.
But it was around that time, and I went and I met Jamie Sanders, and I started to go out a bit.
Yeah. You were definitely a hard worker. I remember that. I remember you constantly running back and forth, doing the grill, doing the fries, doing the drinks. You were all over the place. Your personality was super nice and friendly. You were always kind to everybody. You had your moments like everybody, but we definitely
don't talk about that.
We definitely kept our friendship, is what I'm trying to say. Eventually, you did come to the I'm not sure if it was a chicken vigil first or if it was an actual cube.
I was definitely a chicken vigil first.
Okay, cool. I have a little video of that, of you somewhere in this video. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, with the CRISPR technique. That is what they've been
All right, so what are you doing out here, Missy?
COVID times. I am here for the chicken. Oh my goodness.
What's going through your head right now?
Oh my gosh, I look so small and like innocent. Like, oh my god. I remember this. I was vegan. I was vegan 5 years or so before I was active. And I did it because I thought it was wrong. Animals died. I didn't know the magnitude they suffered, and seeing it in front of me, it was undeniable, the pain they go through.
And then you started popping up at these vigils, and you just were like so bubbly and so just so young and full of life, which you still are, but you have more of a stronger attitude these days. You're a lot more strict and sharp on your methods. But no, I'm glad I recorded these videos, because it's just a memory of us vibing at the chicken vigil, knowing that these chickens are about to come. But here's the interview.
We're at a chicken vigil. vigil.
What's a chicken vigil?
It's where they.
No, what's that?
I shouldn't be laughing. This is actually really sad.
It is. But you recognize you have to keep your mental health positive. That's why you're so bubbly.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. You're awesome. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Stay warm too, though.
Really cold.
So the last time you were here, tell me what happened. What did you see?
The chickens came. It was really sad, and I was petting a chicken, and then I cried because they like wheeled it away.
They were cutting a chicken?
No, they wheeled away. They were bringing the chicken.
Oh, okay. They were bringing the chickens. And where do they bring them to?
So now when it comes on again,
Here.
you actually get the
What do they do to them in here?
Kill them.
lights out.
So they put them inside and they immediately start killing them, or what's the process?
I'm honestly not sure of the process, but it's fucked up, and it needs to stop.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for being out here,
That's
even
a
though
simple
you're
answer.
going to a Halloween party or something.
It made a lot of sense.
Holy shit! I was a baby. This
Dude.
is crazy. Wow.
I'm
this
glad I
is like-
capture these things because the time vaults, we go back in time
goodness.
and we look at each other and we're like, oh shit, we've evolved and we changed. And, this is how it all started for us. But yeah, seeing you as a vegan baby was an honor, and watching you grow
Holy
into
shit.
this person you are now. I mean, you were a cool baby back then. And now you're a grown vegan.
There's so much I didn't know. I'm just like shocked, and I've learned so much over the years through
Absolutely.
different activists in the community, and just
Yeah.
expanding my knowledge.
Right. Let's hear a little bit more.
But you looks like you're ready for the revolution. And you can't wear high heels at a revolution.
Yes, I can, and I will. And Still I will do. continue to do so.
She said, yes, I can. Don't tell me what to do. I'll use these high
Period.
heels to stab somebody.
I will.
Don't do that.
I won't.
All right. Well, where do you work at? Tell people what.
This is awesome. So yeah, you plug in a nice
can find
burger.
you.
Nice guys, vegan.
Thank you for being out here, Knuckle Bump. And what is it? This is not fur, is it?
No,
Okay.
I would
Well,
never wear fur.
so people can still dress.
car coming. I'm not sure how far your lights are out.
Thank you.
I need this clipped.
Yeah,
I need
for
this
sure.
clipped. That part.
Yeah.
As someone who fur is my main focus. Like this is like
Yeah.
that needs to go on my Instagram
Fuck yeah.
immediately.
Okay, give me your phone. We'll plug it in. We'll do it after. Yeah, I got another one. I got tons of videos of you,
Oh my
and
God.
it's just amazing. Like you like them because some people are like, "Whoa, I didn't know I was that way, or I was this way, or whatever the fuck." But I like how you're embracing who you are.
You're rocking it. What are you wearing? Let's see. What is
Because
this?
your body, most of the time, your body is spending so much energy
We got some legends in the house.
making your digestive system run. And now,
he's in his
when
car
you're
right
not
now.
doing that, now
I remember this well.
Like it was
Yeah,
yesterday.
we're out here tonight for the chicken vigil. We got some legends in here. Maria, Cindy.
Miss these people and their movement. Don't get my side profile till I get my nose job. Oh my goodness.
Tell me about it.
I
Tell
would
me.
never alter my face now.
Tell me about like all these people. Like shit, man. I really can't believe they're all kind of like
Gone.
they just disappeared,
Ghosts,
evaporated,
yeah.
and done their own things. But yeah, right after the chicken vigil, did you want to talk about anything about the chicken vigils real fast? Or?
Chicken vigil was,
Terrible
life-changing
experience.
for me. Terrible experience. I want to say, in that second clip, I said my outfit's from Dolls Kill. I do not support fast fashion anymore. Thrifting only.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that because a lot of people are learning from you, and there's a lot of young people that
Yeah.
are following your lead because you've become like an organizer now. But we're jumping ahead, so let's talk about the next thing you did, which was I'm gonna say it was the cube.
Oh, I did start going to the cubes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There you are, right there, and all these heads that I don't really see much of anymore. Yeah, so you were at the cube, you were doing your thing, you were learning. What did you learn at the cube?
I learned that outreach is not for me. I'm very for it happening. It is not my strength, so I like to go and support the cube and support the outreachers.
Yeah.
But after doing so many of them, I realized it's not the form of activism I excel in.
Sure, I love that attitude. I love that answer, actually. It sounds super confident, and it's something that we should say to ourselves. When we're not good at something, let's say that. Let's not play games with ourselves because we can hurt the movement in a sense, right?
Yeah, I don't like it. I have a lot of social anxiety, so the idea of going up to a stranger who I don't know is friendly or not is really anxiety inducing, and it just brings about a feeling I really cannot stand.
That's a very good point, actually. The stranger part, because I've been attacked, I've been threatened, I've been, you name it. And but anyway, having you out here, you come up and we start talking with this other group. It's pretty cool to have you jump in, but we're chit-chatting. You're showing me your phone for some reason. You got a little cow with you. And then here comes this girl, and I start talking to her. So, and then you start intervening, which is dope because you backed me up on it. Hi, girls. Sorry to interrupt. Have you ever seen videos like this before?
I have. I'm a vegan.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's like the least we can do. Like, that's when we know we're the problem. But being out here and letting people know what's going on is the next step. Would you ever consider coming out here and we feel like the animal abuse is unnecessary?
Yeah, I'd be open to that.
Love that. Are you vegan?
No, sorry.
No.
Please don't yell at me.
Get her. No.
Would you ever consider going vegan?
Yes. Oh, but I'm addicted to fast food.
I am too.
There is vegan fast food. I actually
Plant power.
Plant Power.
Plant Power.
I actually work at a vegan fast food restaurant.
Mormons over there. What's the matter with them?
This is my work. We make vegan burgers.
Oh wow.
So we have all of these.
I used to be vegetarian.
Damn.
Just wanted to point out these videos that, you know, we vibe together so many times and we kind of forget because time goes on. The world moves and we move with it. So what are your thoughts?
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, so similar, but like so different.
Yeah.
It's crazy seeing this.
Yep. Here's just a whole bunch of outreach. I'll see if I can find you in any of this. But yeah, man, we've had some history together. And now that the cubes are not a thing you do, you still did sanctuaries. And that was the next thing we did together at Steampunk Sanctuary, if you recall.
I do.
You were cooking burgers for us. I remember that.
Oh, it was that little, I forget her name, but her little birthday.
The little piglet there?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot her name too. But man, that was such a cool little birthday party for a baby piglet.
That was so fun.
Yep. How many people do you recognize in here still doing activism?
Not around.
Yeah.
I see a lot of faces. I think, is that Sean up there in
That
the
is
top
Sean.
right? He's coming to my birthday party next
Oh,
month,
cool.
so I will see him then.
He has time to party, but no activism. No, I'm just kidding.
I
No. That's great. I'm glad birthdays are important.
I think I saw him in a cube photo the other day.
Okay.
So
I know we got to take breaks. I've had my breaking point in 2022 to be exact, but you got to get back out there and do your thing. Here you are with your spatula.
this is cute.
Trademark.
The trying to grow out my bangs thing is not something I'm going to try again. I'm just like looking at these photos and thinking, wow, I would be so much cuter with my bangs.
Love it. I like how you're reflecting there. So the sanctuary was a memorable thing that we got to do together. Here's a little video of us all vibing.
Oh,
What is her name? I forget this piglet's name. I got to remember it before
so
the end of the
beautiful.
day. I must represent her. Rena? I don't remember.
Miles, Onassis, and Kennedy.
Onassis.
Wow.
Onassis.
Quacka?
Which was the one with his head down sleeping?
That's Quacko.
Yeah, that's the one that Leah rescued.
Leah, that's the name of the pig.
I love Sarah and
Princess
Chris.
Leia.
Off
Yeah.
unrelated.
Sarah's in Mexico now, or Colombia or some shit, right?
No, Sarah's in Long Beach, but she's doing her thing and focusing on life, her mental health, and she's doing
Absolutely.
awesome. We love her.
Absolutely. Mental health
Saw her
first.
recently, yeah.
Everybody take care of your mental brain
She's
cells.
great. She's one of my friends that I know I can always rely on. And she always is there and checks in on me if I'm going through something. I appreciate her a ton.
That's a real friend, and she's been
She's awesome.
she's been vegan for a long time.
Yeah.
She was schooling me on some shit. So
She's
all right.
the best.
So as we move forward after the sanctuaries, you went into CAF for some reason. You fell in love with the CAF movement, and I don't think I have any photos here, but I do have your Instagram. I was trying to find the pictures of you getting arrested.
Oh, I actually have the video. My first
Couldn't
on my
find it.
Instagram, at the very top, it's in a carousel though.
No, this can't be it. Oh, this is it.
There
Holy
we
shit.
are.
Dude, tell me about this. What happened?
Yeah, so this was in New York City. So the way I got into CAFT, I met a boy. The boy was is one of the co-founders of CAFT, Coalition to Abolish the Fur Trade, which was an all volunteer run group of different people, coming in and out. But we were working on the Marc Jacobs campaign, and it was like 2 years in. We weren't making much progress. So me and my partner at the time said, let's go to New York and make home demos happen. Because we were asking the New York activists for a while, like, can you guys protest outside their homes? I think it'll work. And they were like, oh, no, it can't be done. Like, we're all going to get arrested. It was just a lot of fear around doing home demos. And the movement was not really utilizing this tool. So we're like, all right, let's go. Let's go across the country and make it happen. And
sick.
This is, my first arrest outside of Jennifer Sagam's.
What did you do, though? Did you beat somebody up?
I was using a whistle.
What?
Which is constitutionally protected.
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with using a whistle? I don't get it.
It got dropped.
Of course.
It's unamplified and it's below the decibel limit.
So what you really mean is they just fucking wanted to keep you silent is what they wanted to do. Just for the night. Ma'am, no whistles.
Yeah.
That's some dumb shit.
It's crazy. They know what they're doing. They often target the people that they think are like, oh, the organizers, like who's
Annabelle, stop that. So you're saying a whistle got you locked up, and I mean, to me, it's a badge of honor. I hate to say it because it sounds cocky or something, but like when you get arrested for speaking up for animals, I say, fuck yeah. I say that's awesome because it shows that we're not going to be pushed around. We're going to keep doing what we're doing for the animals. I'm not saying go to prison for life, Annabelle. I'm saying...
actually, this was not my first arrest. This was my second arrest, which happened a day after my first arrest, which was for the Marc Jacobs campaign. So during that arrest... it was a Marc Jacobs office protest, and the security guard was getting a little handsy with some of our activists. There was like a struggle with the door, but the security guard opened the door, swung, and punched my partner at the time.
Whoa, that's not cool.
And he quickly goes back in, Tyler fell.
Shout outs to Tyler.
Shout out to Tyler. Still a really good friend, no bad blood. But yeah, Tyler got punched. He fell. Security immediately went back in the door. There were some activists that maybe were, like hitting the door and
knocking on the door?
Yeah, knocking on the door and the window cracks. So everyone scatters. Everyone scatters like all over and disperse because it was not good. It was in front of a bunch of cops. And we all pretty much get away. I'm a block or two down the street in Soho, and the security guard is following me because previously me and a few other people who had been, pretty ruthlessly protesting the headquarters, he already didn't like me. So like he was following me with some undercover cops and was like being like, she's the one who broke the door. And out of nowhere, these two men, they freaking grab me. And I didn't know, I have since learned they were undercovers, but they didn't have badges. And I just thought these were like random Good Samaritans.
Damn.
Trying to help. And I was like fighting it. I'm like, get off of me. Like, don't touch me. But I do realize they are undercovers and stop fighting. And I'm brought in with the person who actually, I actually don't remember what happened with their case. But
you were behind bars?
It was me and two other activists. One of the activists was Peter Daniel Young, for those who don't know, one of the most prolific animal liberators. I think he got convicted of raiding either 6 or 7 fur farms.
Wow.
Back in the 90s. He's a legend, and he's also a good friend of mine today.
Fuck
Shout
yeah,
out
dude.
Peter.
Peter!
Yeah.
That's awesome. We got
I remember getting in there, and it was my first arrest, and I thought we were supposed to be like, I don't know, like, don't talk at all. Like, I know everything's recorded. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting, I'm like handcuffed to a bench, and they bring in Peter, and Peter's like, he's like being like hi and like joking around. And I was just like staring at him like, what? Like, I'm not going to talk.
Yeah. Stay silent.
Yeah. But we get out and he's like, oh, I didn't like, I don't know. He was just like, oh, I guess this is what the young kids are doing these days.
Whippersnappers.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go touch back a little bit about being arrested and stuff. I've been arrested 4 times, and not that it's like, again, it's something that we're doing for the animals. So I take it and I respect it, and I appreciate people that do get arrested, because we're fighting this terrible, terrible monster that we call society that does not give a shit about animals or respect them at all. But let's be smart about what we're doing and carry body cameras with us, because these people that grabbed you, Annabelle, they had no right to touch you and grab you.
Yeah.
And if you had the body camera footage, which is still not enough, because I'm learning now that you need more than one angle to prove that someone touched you. Because if you're wearing a body camera, people come up to you and they grab you. They can say, oh, I didn't grab them, I just got close to them, But if you have like a 360 camera with you as well, which I bring nowadays, and a body camera, they can't argue about 2 different angles.
Yeah.
So a little bit of wisdom out there for the people listening. Please, if you go out there, be intelligent, invest in some cameras, have a self-defense mechanism, because at the end of the day, these people do not give a fuck about us. Mm-hmm. And the only people that care about us should be the unit that we're with, the team that we're with, that can help us with lawyers and get us out of jail. And everybody else go fuck themselves.
Go fuck yourself.
They're not my friends. So yeah, so you got put in jail.
Yes. Not for long, thankfully.
Yeah, what was the experience in jail? Were you scared? Were you nervous?
I wasn't too scared. I mean, it was like me and like 2 of my friends. I was the only female in there, so I was handcuffed to a bench. Well, there were like my 2 friends, and then I think there were 2 other guys. One was a really drunk guy, and the other was likely an unhoused person who suffers from mental health issues. And at some point he starts screaming.
Really?
But I'm handcuffed to the bench, and like they're all contained together. So I'm like chilling, and the officer actually, they put the handcuff on so loose, I realized that like I could slip my wrist out of the handcuff pretty easily.
Before. Yeah,
I didn't, but I was
knew.
like, I could. Like, it's no biggie.
Right. So the jail wasn't too biggie for you. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, I wasn't really scared, and I knew like I felt good because I had we actually got a bunch of videos of it.
Content
in different angles.
Content for the mission.
Well, less so content, because mine wasn't that useful. At least for the first one, it wasn't that useful. But I felt safe because I knew, there's a bunch of people that know where I am and I'm accounted for.
That's great. Yeah, you had a good team, and New York was a good experience. You lived out there.
Oh, it was so fun. Yeah, we lived in a car. And we would often, like, we had friends that we parked outside of their apartment, Lauren and Mark, shout out to them. They also had an office that we occasionally crashed in, but we pretty much were up staying with them every day, just would often sleep in our car.
You guys are riders, man.
Yeah.
Like I've been saying this about you, like from the beginning, from the start of you to now, you're like a rider, which means you go and you do what you got to do and you make shit happen. And you're leading the way now. Is there anything you want to tell people about CAF that may be uplifting or inspiring? Something that people don't know about CAF, because there's a lot of confusion going on, and CAF is worldwide. CAF has been known to shut down a lot of motherfuckers for a lot of bad things. Got them to drop fur. I mean, CAF is unique. So what could you say about CAF that I just haven't said yet?
Well, CAF exists to end the killing of wildlife for their fur. We target the luxury market, typically brand by brand, but often our campaigns do target entire conglomerates. So it'll encompass a whole bunch of brands. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know at least 150 different brands have gone for free because of the different campaigns. And it has also expanded into getting entire fashion weeks to go for free.
That's fucking incredible.
Different publications.
Who does that? That's incredible.
Shout out Susie Stork, who is now the executive director of CAFT USA. So
shout outs to Susie.
But we didn't always have money. It used to just be volunteer run and funded by Tyler's credit cards.
Yeah, man, you guys have been through some wars and some battles.
Yeah.
I give you guys mad respect. And so there was a point in time when me and you stopped talking. I'm about to jump into Animal Victory meetup.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the pause of our friendship for a while, because this happens. People go join different organizations. They stop working together. And, I stopped going to a particular place where we used to hang out. And I just wanted to say, I never had anything against you in particular. And you know why, but I'm saying I never thought you were a bad person. I never thought you were dumb or something of this nature. You were young and you were working for people and doing what you had to do to survive or whatever. And I just felt like we separated as friends because we both were doing different things.
Yeah.
So it was never about me not wanting to be your friend, but obviously you were associated with people that I kind of wanted to stay away from at the time, and it was for a good reason. So it was never about me and you.
Valid.
Yeah, it was never about me and you, but eventually we came back full circle. I recognize, holy shit, Annabelle's still in this movement. Holy shit,
Still around.
Annabelle is still pushing. Wait, she's organizing now? Like, oh my God. So you have impressed me. I'm more than proud of you, and I think you're outstanding. Somebody
Thank
that
you.
is looked up to in the movement by so many I hear about from mothers that are
so nice.
Yeah, they're like always talking about you, and I'm seeing you everywhere. And this is what I'd love always to see when I see an activist everywhere doing everything and now leading the way in your own ways. And this intelligence you've carried, I'm hearing you talk, and I'm like, did you go to training school or some shit? Where did you learn this info? Obviously, you've been doing it for
Lived
years.
experience, yeah.
And you've studied, and you had Tyler as one of the greats to train you a little bit more.
Yeah, Tyler, he's been in the movement since 2005. So I think I've definitely, I can't deny that I've learned a lot from him. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's controversial in a weird way.
Controversial in a weird way. He worked on the Shat campaign. He's
been arrested.
A mink farm.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
Yeah, he liberated a mink farm. Him and Kevin Oliff, also a controversial figure who is a good friend and will always be a good friend. They started Coalition to Abolish the Fur Trade together.
Yeah.
So
thank you for those guys. The controversy will always remain no matter who you are. There's controversy around so many big names, and it sucks because we should be focused on those that are suffering immensely by the millions all the time. Let's focus on that. And if there is something bad happening, you're more than welcome to go through your proper channels to get people to investigate. Call the police if you think there's something bad going on. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, and it what sucks to me is like I'm not Tyler or Kevin. I'm like my own individual person, and I don't think that I should be judged for the alleged actions of someone that I dated when I was 22 years old.
Yeah.
I started dating Tyler when I was 22 years old. We broke up when I was 25, and I'm about to be 27. So I am my own person, and I shouldn't be linked to anyone except myself.
You're an individual.
Yeah, I'm an individual.
Just like animals are individuals, and people clump them all together.
Yeah.
It's not the case, and I appreciate you saying that out loud. Again, you're on good terms with everybody. You're trying your best.
Good terms with everyone. How many people can say that they're on good terms with their exes?
Right. And other people too. You've reached out and you tried your best to make amends, and I appreciate you for doing that because it's very hard to do that. Somebody who in the past that you and I both know, recently we both bumped into each other again, and I thought, hey, let's get rid of this nonsense, let's move forward. And he seemed to be into that, and then it switched right back to the old ways of, well, you're responsible for this and you're responsible for that. And I go, man, you really haven't changed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have the right to feel the way you want to feel. I didn't know you were experiencing those certain things at that time, and you didn't know I was experiencing things that you caused at that time, and you didn't bother to communicate with me when I reached out to you. So here we are. 5 years later, whatever the fucking years it's been, and we haven't resolved this issue. So you continue to be yourself. I'm going to continue to be my activist self that I've been for the past 7 years, and no one's going to slow me down or stop me from doing that. You almost did, and other people almost did, but I got right back on my feet, and I fucking kept going. So there's going to be that, Annabelle. There's going to be confusion. And as long as we know where our hearts are in the right place, where we're going for the animal liberation, I don't see.
God. Baby.
There you are.
Yeah.
That's a great video, by the way. The trophy hunter protest, because you got crazy with that trophy guy, the hunter guy.
I have my moments.
You literally went up to him and like put your middle finger in his face and bumped him, and the guy because he tried to come up to us and try to take pictures of us, and you just like, I'm not having that shit, and you went up to him and like full force, like in his face. I love that shit. And I have that video still, by the way. So we have a lot of memories together, and I'm glad we're able to sit down many years later and discuss them, and I'm able to pull these old photos and videos up. But what got you into Animal Victory Meetup, and what got you involved with Parker and doing that?
I guess that's a good question. Oh, well, Animal Activism Collective, an organization I do a lot of stuff with, came to town, and it was great. But they proposed the Animal Victory Meetup because they were doing it in DC. Katie, Mike, and Jen from DC were putting that together, and they kind of explained the little rundown and proposed it to Parker. And they already knew me, so they created the union, and we started Animal Victory Meetup to mimic what they were doing in DC.
Love that. Shout outs to AAC.
We love AAC.
And thank you for keeping the torch going here in LA and bringing more people together. And every Sunday, people can come together and huddle up in a circle, which I love, an hour of us just vibing.
It's so fun, yeah.
And then we go out and scream at people on megaphones, which is also a fun thing to do. Fuck you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, so me and Parker, we alternate weeks of like who's kind of more leading it. So Parker's weeks, they do the cage-free protests, and then my weeks, we obviously do fur. But very recently, we have Sotero from Arizona who moved, and he is one of our new co-organizers.
Shout out to Goose.
We love Goose. And we're always looking for more co-organizers. So if anyone in Los Angeles is interested and wants to get into organizing, hit me up.
Yes. But the Goose position is filled.
The Goose position's filled.
No more Goose.
No more Goose.
So that's great. So these are the things that have been going on with you. I might have skipped something that you've been doing that I haven't paid attention to.
Oh, I went to Ridgeland.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was really crazy.
Dude, I respect.
Yeah, I went to Ridgeland. I was on one of the red teams. I joined kind of last minute. I didn't think I was going to go, but it seemed like something, everyone, like all my friends from different states, because I have traveled not only to New York, but I've done a bunch of activism in Chicago, Vegas, all over really, Miami, Massachusetts. So I know people from all different parts, but I had a bunch of friends that I never get to see, and they all were going. So I was like, all right, I have to go too. So I signed up last minute, got assigned to a red team, and went. Yeah, it was really cool.
That's so cool. I'm so jealous at this moment, but thank you for getting yourself out there and meeting so many new people, I bet. So many activists. Jeez.
Yeah. It was interesting. That one was different than anything I had ever been to, because of course there was a lot of people from our scene that are like vegan and for the animals, but there were a lot of people that were like, clearly just like cat and dog people, which was cool. I think
you're talking about Ridgeland.
Yeah, I think the animal rights movement does need to be open to people that are not vegan yet.
All right, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? I'm curious.
We're such a small percentage of the population, vegans. And I do think it doesn't make sense that a non-vegan would come to AV, because that is like vegan outreach. You
Yeah.
can't do vegan outreach if you're not vegan, but you can be against fur. You can be against animal testing. You can be against all these different causes. And I think animal rights is an issue for everyone. Would I prefer that everyone in animal rights is vegan? Yes, but I would rather have the bodies on the streets if they will help us achieve our goal.
Love it.
Even if they're hypocrites.
Right.
And I don't want to see, like, if we do have non-vegans at my protest, I would not want to see any of the vegans in our movement to make them feel uncomfortable or unwelcome.
Because then they're not going to definitely listen to us.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to listen. Best case scenario, they come in, they're not vegan, but they meet a bunch of vegan people and realize, oh, these people are like cool. Being vegan isn't that hard. They come to the restaurant with us after and then they go vegan.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't. Maybe they never do. But if they're willing to help me get fur off of the racks of designer businesses, then I'm happy to welcome them into the circle.
That's a great point. That's a great way to put it. I didn't get to ask you though, because I was putting myself in the position of people that are not vegan, and I go rewind the tape. What was it like for me when I wasn't vegan? You know, pure ignorance, pure make believe in my brain of what people told me in the past, like vegans are in the forest and they eat things off the ground. You know, I'm like, oh, that's a vegan, okay, and then I believe it, and then I don't really what
Little doggy.
And so, tell me again, real quick, what was that moment for you that turned you vegan? Were you vegetarian first? How did it go?
I was vegetarian first. So I remember for like a while since childhood, I remember I watched Lisa the Vegetarian of The Simpsons. And I learned about Lisa being vegetarian, and I was like, I want to do that. I like animals. And my dad told me, no, you cannot be vegan or vegetarian. You will get sick. He died.
I know your intentions are good, but aren't the police a protective force that maintains the status quo for the wealthy elites? Don't you think we ought to attack the roots of social problems instead of jamming people into overcrowded prisons?
She makes a point there.
Oh, well, yeah. So he unfortunately died.
Your father?
Yeah, when I was a teenager. I think I was in middle school. And pretty shortly after I went vegetarian, and I did not know about vegans. And I actually don't know. I didn't have like a pivotal moment where it was like, I didn't watch anything. I didn't learn anything. I didn't read anything. But I kind of just like thought about it and went vegan pretty quickly. And my mom did as well.
So what got you into Nice Burger then, or Nice Guys at the time?
Well, I was already vegan before.
I know that, but like, how did you hear about that? Because I'm trying to figure.
I was a regular, so I was like one of those foodie vegans, and I still am a foodie. Like, if you follow me online, like I'm always posting at wherever I'm eating.
Yep.
I literally make a joke. Like, my Instagram is for food pictures, thirst traps, and activism.
I like that, traps, as in teaching people you don't have to pay for murder to eat something super bomb and delicious.
Yeah,
that's what you mean by traps, right?
I meant like cute pics.
Oh,
like
my
thirst
bad.
traps.
All right, different language. So, so then you were working at Nice Guys, and you kind of I got you into activism.
So I was a regular. At Nice. Wow, it was Nice Guys. It's so weird to hear it called Nice Guys because I feel like most people don't know that. But yeah, so I was a regular since it was down the street from where I lived. It was only maybe, I want to say like a 10-minute drive. So I was going there a lot. It was really cheap at the time. Honestly, a lot of vegan food was way cheaper then. But I would always go there, and I started to build rapport with the employees, and eventually Dawn asked if I wanted to work there, and I was like, yeah. Like, I forget, I think I was working at Jamba Juice. That was my first job, and someone in my family had died, and they wouldn't let me go to the funeral.
Why?
Because they were assholes.
You were probably the longest employee that worked there besides Don, who didn't work there all the time. He left and opened other ones, but you were like literally the one that stood there the longest.
Yeah.
You and that redheaded chick, I forgot her name.
Anissa, yeah. She moved. Yeah, she ended up moving. And JJ. JJ was there a while too.
JJ came later though. You were
No, JJ was the first employee.
Really?
Yeah.
And then like all this drama started with him. Anyway, so
JJ, I don't think there was drama with him.
It wasn't he the guy that wanted to be manager or something, and like he couldn't.
Oh, maybe there was.
Okay, it was that guy. Anyway, yeah, like so I helped you get into activism. I like to take that,
I will give you credit.
I want that credit. I don't want partial credit. I want full credit because I was always like, Annabelle, you got to come to this. You got to come to this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, check out the chicken vigils. We're gonna be there. It's in Orange County. It's close by. And then even Don started showing up, and then he started bringing his kid.
Oh, yeah.
So like we had community going there, and little by little it started to deteriorate because everyone started moving, drama started, problems started. But yeah, I just look back at those memories, and then I see all these new activists coming in like Clara right there. And there's so many new people that are really rocking it. Dash, Max.
Oh, Dash is awesome.
Yeah,
Max is too.
Those three.
All these
I saw step it up huge. Grant has been stepping it up.
Has been amazing.
He came out of nowhere too, and he's consistently doing his thing.
He is so good at a speak out.
Yeah.
I'm like shocked. I'm like, your speak outs are better than my speak outs. What the heck?
And now we got Justice from San Diego.
Justice is awesome.
We're pulling all these great people together, and they're all doing their thing consistently, doing everything they can to be a part of this movement.
And Pete down in San Diego is killing it as always.
Oh yeah, shout outs to Pete.
I try to go down sometimes to go support.
Yeah.
And the kids, we have those Megan and Crystal, or I always forget how to pronounce her name.
Just say Crystal.
Crystal,
yeah.
but
She knows.
Yeah.
She knows who she is. We know
Crystal
who she
and
is.
Megan, the cutest.
But yeah, like totally. It's so cool that you've done all these things. And what's next for you, do you think? What do you want to do next?
I'm going to keep working on fur. I think fur is, I know for a fact fur is at its weakest point in history it's ever been. And I think we need to finish it off entirely this time so it cannot rebuild as it has in the past.
Fuck yeah.
Previously, fur has been at all-time lows and it just climbs again. It climbs again. Animal rights activists, kind of treated, it's like done, like we beat fur, but we haven't. There's still, I think 50 to 60 active fur farms in this country alone. So fur is not dead.
You're sounding super wise, and you got your mind on the prize that is ending this terrible industry. How do you feel about this egg protesting going on where chickens are still going to be in bigger cages or out of cages, this whole cage-free thing? What do you think about that?
It's not really my thing.
Controversial.
Obviously, my co-organizer, Parker, does do a lot of them. So I will go and support. It's not my favorite. However, if we look at other movements, even take the women's rights movement, it wasn't it wasn't everyone, all rights for all women. It was like incrementalism.
Yeah.
White women got to vote before black women. I think that,
I hear what you're saying.
incrementalism, it's not my thing. I'd rather focus on abolition.
I hear what you're saying for sure, that this is a stepping stone. We hear so many people attack this type of group for doing this. Like, you're helping this industry. You're like an ad campaign for this industry that's going to profit off of this. And it's like, we got to start somewhere, especially if they're not moving, they're not budging.
Yeah.
I even heard Gary Orowski say, this is stupid. Why, for the factory farms?
I think it's unfair. And I think, I read a very vicious Facebook post digging into people, not necessarily people working on the campaigns, but the people behind this, or just ripping into it. And I think I think it's fair to have criticism, but I know people whose orgs focus on welfare, and they are doing good for animals.
Well, I look at it in so many different ways. And of course, being welfarist is like a lower standard of a abolitionist, like you were mentioning. You want to be hardcore. You want to get it done. But if it's not getting done, we need to take a step back and try our best to make it another way and another way. Like I said this about the LA Zoo, like there's no way they're going to give us what we want because once they do, we're going to demand more and more and more. They know this, but we don't give a fuck. We're going to be there for the animals regardless, because we do give a fuck, I should say, but we don't give a fuck about how they perceive us and our attitudes, because again, this has been going on for decades, and there's Free Billy sign right there.
Prison abolitionists would not say, oh, fuck these better conditions for prisoners.
Right.
So like, why would we say fuck these better conditions for hens? Like,
wow, I like the way you put that.
Like,
I like that. That's a great way of looking at it. I don't know where you heard that from, if you thought of that in your brain, how that came to, but that makes a lot of sense to me. And what doesn't make sense to me is people that are criticizing from their home, from their computer, from their cell phones. But what are you doing to make the situation different?
That's actually, so circling back to Ridgeland, I remember feeling very frustrated that there were a bunch of people criticizing, like, oh, you have to be stupid if you thought this plan would work.
I remember that. I remember specifically people saying that, and I messaged them right after, like, did you see what happened?
Yeah.
Did you see what's going on?
And now all the Ridgeland Beagles are free.
Beautiful.
So
shout outs to everybody, including you, Annabelle, for doing that for the animals, because gee whiz, they would have been still there, being experimented on, used as objects for scientific experiments that I'm told don't even work. So even if they did work, fuck that, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Heartbreaking for sure.
So heartbreaking.
So you flew out there, you were with the red team, you said.
Yeah, I was with the red team.
Did you get pepper sprayed?
I did get pepper sprayed.
Oh my God.
I remember I literally was by myself, bad idea. The place was a fortress. There were so many security guards and law enforcement, like every single few steps on the property. And I remember me and another person had wandered off because we were trying to circle the perimeter just to see what we're working with. And there was I went down this hill, and I remember them spraying, and I remember just thinking, oh my God, I need to get away, and just running while choking, barely being oh my God, I might die here.
Yeah. They were waiting for you guys.
Crazy. They were waiting for us. And, I knew they were going to be prepared, but I did not think it was going to be that level of brutality. And seeing my friends get assaulted. I have this one friend, Curly, he got his fucking front teeth knocked out.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Curly, man.
Shout out Curly.
Jeez,
it was his second time getting his front teeth knocked out. And previously I had seen him get his 2 front teeth knocked out at a foie gras demo.
Wow. What a warrior.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
amazing.
I'd like to meet you, Curly, if you're listening.
Curly's amazing.
Jeez.
I think.
This is what I talk about when I say this is a war, Annabelle. And it scares people, I think, because it's hard to be the kind person and want to love animals and not be a piece of shit to other people who are doing this to animals. You see what I'm saying? For me, I'm all over the place. I'm happy. I go crazy. Then I'm happy again. Then I go crazy because I want to be at peace. But when I see all this monstrous, just terrible behavior, terrorism behavior.
Is that Javi?
Yeah.
Oh.
All these people on these photos are people that I have met in person, and I love their work. And there's Sarah Siegel, and I
Shout
totally
out
Sarah Siegel.
Oh, Corey, where's Ramen? I haven't seen a Ramen feature.
Yeah, Ramen. He's been taking care of animals and stuff, but I think I have him in here somewhere.
Gotta be in here.
But yeah, these are all people that put in work, and these are all people that I admire. And you're in there, of course. Ooh, he's in there, of course.
Oh, David.
David, the greatest drummer on earth, is in there.
I miss Young.
Dude, what happened to Young, man? She disappeared off the planet.
Oh, I love Clara.
Young was literally Clara. Clara's 2.0 Young now, but I'm saying Young was all over the place. Young was everywhere.
Is that Johnny?
That is Johnny, yeah.
Oh my God.
Remember
when we worked with him?
When?
Oh wait, I think you left before he got there.
No,
But
I work with Johnny. I got video of him.
a Nice Burger or a Nice Guys?
Not a nice. Oh no. I didn't know he worked there.
Oh yeah, he was my coworker too.
I worked at Nice Burger, if we can get into it, for 2 days.
Oh yeah, you're
2 fucking
right.
days.
I think you're right on that.
And I was told that
worked with Johnny.
I was told that I quit. And I'm like, no. You fucking fired me, dude.
Heck?
I was on medical leave from Disney. And I wanted to leave that place so bad. And I was so thrilled to work at Nice Burger. And dude was so negative and so tired and exhausted from opening the second restaurant and doing a soft opening. So he didn't like that. I wasn't easy to bend and like make somebody make me scared or some shit. And like within 2 days, dude was like, yeah, we're not going to need you or something like that. Something in those words in a text message.
Hell?
And I was like, that's fine, dude. Like, you know what? This is your business, bro. I respect it. I'm not here to ruin a business that's for the animals. And I gracefully went back to Disney. And I even got you guys into Disneyland like a few months later.
That was fun. I think I have my pictures on
I got
somewhere.
pictures. So yeah, we went to Disney. Like I washed my hands of working at Nice Burger, thinking that we were cool, and brought you guys to Disney. Even the guy I brought Don, and his little son, because his little son was so cute and adorable. When we had a good vibe out there for your birthday, look at you all happy and shit. So let me just go back real quick and say, I'm all about the animal rights movement. There was nothing at all that was going to stop me from supporting. I still support Nice Burger till this day.
Oh.
Here you are with R2D2.
Such a baby.
Oh, wait, that's R2D2's little sister because it's green. R2D2's blue, so that might be his sister. I don't know. So, yeah, look at you all.
Holy shit.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, the pink. What the heck?
What's wrong with pink? Oh, you wear only black now, huh?
Yeah, it's actually crazy. I look, the way I look now is the way I looked in high school and middle school.
Okay, and what made you get back into the whole blackie thingy?
I guess that was just a phase. I guess that pink was just a phase.
And now you're in a different phase.
I'm
a
back.
hardcore phase.
I'm back.
Here you are going, getting ready to go on a ride or something with your little ears.
Oh my God.
I snap photos. I'm a hoarder. I am somebody who's a collector. I collect and then I reflect. So yeah, Nice Burger, OC Fair. Oh, I forgot about that. You were at the OC Fair.
I remember with my heels.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Look at you all fucking dolled up and shit.
Damn, I was such a baby.
Just a baby. Yeah, you were about it though, and that's what I really appreciate about you is that you were about it. Dave was about it. Maria was about it.
I said this is the year I'm bringing back the heels.
You do you. Just don't beat anybody up with them because you may go to prison.
We'll see.
Yeah, look. I mean, these are the squad right here. I remember the group chats I used to make, and Maria was in them, Dave was in them, Young was in them. These are my 4 peeps that we would go everywhere together, and you got in it. Other people got in it. This is Kelly right here.
I remember Kelly.
Crazy story about Kelly. She was a hardcore activist at the Vigil every weekend. She was there rescuing chickens. She inspired me to go to Sanctuary and deliver the chickens. And one day, I happened to be driving up to a Mother's Market, and she happened to be at the entrance. And I go, "Oh shit, Kelly!" I'm like, "Yo, Kelly!" And she's like, she looks and she like goes into the store, and I'm like, that was weird. And like, she knows who I am. She's seen my car. I go to the Vigils. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go into the grocery store, and she's in the produce area, and I walk up to her, and I'm like, "Kelly, what up?" And she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "That's weird." I'm like, "How you doing?" She's like, "Good." And I'm like, "What you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm shopping right now. I'm shopping the eShop or whatever the fuck it's called. What is it called when you deliver food?"
Oh, Instacart.
Instacart, exactly. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Yeah, I gotta get meat and cheese and all these products." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I gotta do that." And I'm like, "Oh, all right." I'm like, interesting. And I was like, "Do you have to do that?" I'm like, "Whatever, I'm out of here." And I walked away and I just got my food and stuff. But it threw me off because she's an organizer and she's against the chicken abuse. And here she is buying the products that she's against. So that's a little weird story. I don't like to hold back when I remember something. I hold people accountable because that's what we do as activists. She disappeared out of the movement. And I didn't confront her, by the way. Let me be clear. I didn't confront her. I didn't shit talk her. I talk shit about her. I didn't even bring this up to anybody, maybe one person, and it never got out that she did this, which is, not a criminal offense, but as an ethical offense to me. But she disappeared from the movement. She dropped out of the chicken vigils. She just never showed up anymore. I remember going to a Chinese food place in Whittier.
Pots and Walks?
Pots and Walks. And she was there with her dude. And I walked right in and I seen her. And like, she didn't even like want to acknowledge me. It was the weirdest thing. And this rumor you never heard about this rumor, right? And it is just a rumor because there's no proof. I can't prove that this was what happened, but she was doing it. And I saw her and she admitted it to me, which wasn't cool. So I want to bring that back and just say, if you're a fucking vegan, stop making excuses and find another way to make a living, please. This is not shame. This is just do better. Be a better person. But yeah, she was even at the OC Fair, I think. But here you are at the OC Fair.
Sean and Emily.
Quite a shitty picture,
Maria
but
and Ruby.
It's blurry.
I think Ruby's, I'm going to see her on my birthday, too.
I was supposed to have pizza with her last Friday, but she had to cancel at the last second. So me and Sandy had pizza together.
Oh.
But yeah, like Maria, where did she go? Dave.
I heard she's a cop.
Ooh, that's a heartbreaker for me.
Yeah.
How do you join the Po-Po after being an activist? It doesn't add up to me.
Hopefully that she changed her mind, but I think she stopped because she was pursuing becoming a cop. So she is dead to me if you're a cop.
You are dead to me like Juanito. So I can look at it in a whole bunch of different ways and say Maria might be going in there and changing people to be vegan, changing the system to be vegan.
The only good cop is a dead cop.
You are dead to me. Wait. Hold on. Why would you say that?
Even Paw Patrol.
Why?
No, they're actually just slaves. But
right. I mean, they do protect us from real like murderers and stuff. I mean, they show up afterwards, but I mean, it's good to have some sort of.
The system is rotten from the inside.
I agree, but do we not have people?
I think we need to rework it.
Yeah, but like, where do we start? Do we just eliminate all the police, Annabelle? Like, then what happens?
That's a topic for a different day.
It is. Well, it's been an honor, Annabelle. We've been talking for an entire hour already, if you can believe that. And we went through all our history of chicken vigils, Disney Fun Time, Cubes, Nice Burger, OC Fair, and Steampunk. All these things. If there's something out there you can tell your peoples and all the peoples all over the world that are listening, this might be your final message on Earth. Who knows what happens when we leave or when we go out into this crazy society? What do you want to tell people out there about who you are and what we can do as animal rights people? Anything. Just fucking throw something out there.
Go vegan.
Yeah.
Stop being a hypocrite.
That's it. Short and sweet. All right, Annabelle, well, it's been an honor.
Thank you so much for having me.
Dude,
this was so fun.
You're also a very open-minded person who's very intelligent, so let's talk about more things in the future.
I'm down.
You're welcome back anytime. Thank you for being a part of this. What does this button do? All right, and we're out.
Cute.